Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to continue to be your daily advocate. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who have been watching and following me for so long. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad that I can be this person.
There's a United States Congressman named Warren Davidson who yesterday morning put out 3 tweets with false information about Ripple and the distribution of XRP, and also claiming that in all 3 of these tweets, talking about how Ripple is the central authority of XRP, which is unquestionably not true. Now, this particular congressman, he happens to be very pro-crypto. He also met in person with attorney John Deaton. I believe that was earlier this month. As I record this, what is it, March 25th now? In 2022, that's March 25th, Friday, March 25th now. So attorney John Deaton even met with Warren Davidson. I'm going to share with you some specifics on that on this video. But seemed very positive based on what attorney John Deaton said regarding the nefarious intent of the SEC and how unfair it is how they've harmed XRP holders and gone after Ripple. All really, presumably, great sounding things, and we've been hoping that there would be some action about that in the future as a result of this. But then we see these very strange, incorrect tweets from the same congressman about Ripple and XRP. Then he deletes them after silencing people from participating in at least one of the 3 tweets that he deleted on this topic. So it was a botched handling of what's going on. And also, now there are concerns because people after this happened, they're like, okay, what the heck is going on here? Well, there are members of the XRP community that have been digging up more into his history as it pertains to crypto specifically, and have found all sorts of ties to the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. And there's questions being posed, and I understand why they're being posed. Is he really just like a Bitcoin and Ethereum maxi? And is there a reason that he said what he said about Ripple and XRP when it's so blatantly false? We're going to be digging into all that. But before going any further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. Now, I want to be clear, none of what I'm saying here is intended to be taken as an attack on Warren Davidson. I actually err on the side of giving somebody the benefit of the doubt. Now, you'll see as I go through this, I do think he kind of botched the handling of this, but this is not a personal attack on him. I just think it probably could have been handled better. And frankly, he was tricked, and he's not a stupid guy. And on the surface, he seems like a rather impressive individual, so it's not an attack on his character either. Like, the smartest people on the planet can be tricked, you know? And I'm not saying I'm the smartest person on the planet, as proved by that sentence. I'm not the smartest person on the planet, but I believe I can be tricked. And if you don't believe you can be tricked and bamboozled, well, then maybe you a fool, son, because we all can be under the right set of circumstances. Now, what happened here is the following, and my fellow XRP YouTuber, the Digital Asset Investor, shared 2 of the tweets that were ultimately deleted by Warren Davidson. He tweeted this out. So, if a central authority can dilute the value of all XRP by issuing plus 5 billion new tokens, ? And what's he citing here? Well, he's got a screen grab from, it could have been from an email, it could have been from a website. This is both on a fake Ripple website, and it's also sent out via email, but this is a screen grab, so I don't know which he got it from. I've actually been sent messages just like this. I don't know if I got this specific one ever, but I absolutely have. And so emails have been sent to me. They look like they're actually from Ripple. I also do receive legitimate emails from Ripple, so it makes it that much more likely somebody in my position could be tricked. I haven't been tricked, but I'm just saying. It looks legit, the structure of it. And sometimes, you know what they do is you'll go to these web pages, they're completely fabricated, but all the links, to make it seem more real, they do go to links that are actually functional. It'll actually transition you to the actual Ripple website, I kid you not. So they're hoping that you'll click on other stuff, think it looks real, and then you'll hit the back button and it'll go back to the scam page. That's what they're actually doing. I've seen this before with my own eyes. It's completely ridiculous. So what's stated here is that Ripple, and this is all good, this is a scam communication, whether it's a website or an email. What Warren Davidson is sharing here, he was tricked, and what he's sharing is something from a scammer stating that they're going to share or distribute 5.09 billion XRP and they wrote for distribution towards the ones that matter the most, are loyal users. Now, anybody in the XRP community knows that this is not a thing. If you've been here for more than like 5 seconds, you know this is not a thing. Now, I don't expect Warren Davidson to know all in-depth intricacies of every single cryptocurrency ecosystem, so I'm willing to be a bit forgiving on that personal. And I understand why other people in the community are a bit more heated than me. I'm not mad or heated. I'm disappointed the way this was handled, and I'm willing to give the benefit of the doubt. And I also think it makes sense to look in further and see if there's any actual improprieties. That's what our community does, and we should do, because we've been under attack for so long. So all of that's fine. Whatever your position is, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just sharing my personal perspective on this. I don't think there is necessarily a horrifically wrong answer. You'd have to go way out in one direction for me to think, okay, maybe let's reel it back in a little bit. But I haven't seen anything completely bonkers to this point. I just see people understandably upset by what's going on here. $5 billion. Okay, here's the thing, though. So not only did he fall for this scam email, like, why was he so eager to post it? I gotta admit, I have that question. Why was he so eager and so quick to post this damn thing? Because all it would have taken is like a 5-second Google search to realize that this was a scam. Seriously. In fact, there was no shortage of people on this thread that highlighted that. Here's XRP community member, Not Your Average Joe, who shared just that, shared his own screen grab. He typed in Ripple has a different approach, and because those are some of the key words in there, and it brought up the scam. So here's a fake Ripple website with a little accent over the E. Here's another one, ripple.com.pr. That's another fake one. Looks like the real one's under that. It takes like no effort. So he did get tricked, and he didn't think there's okay. We can all be tricked, you know. But I'm just wondering why was he so eager to share this information? Did he want it to be true? What's his motivation? What's his incentives? We're going to talk more about that in just 1 or 2 seconds here. Give me like a minute or two, literally. And we're going to hop into that because that's interesting, because some stuff has been found that I do want to share with you. And it's legit. And I don't get into conspiracy theory stuff, and I can't know what's in his mind and his heart. So admittedly, it's just speculation, but it's reasonable, because if there's a pattern of dot connecting, eventually, if there's enough dots and they're all getting connected together, you know, it paints a tapestry effectively, right? So I'm not saying we have that yet, and it may not exist, but it's perfectly reasonable to look into this, and you'll see why in just a second. So there we go. There you go. 5 billion XRP allegedly getting put out, and then he's saying, well, again, he says a central authority is diluting the value of XRP by doing this. Okay, so you think that there is a central authority surrounding XRP. And then there was this tweet. This one also got deleted. He wrote, a bit of nuance from the central authority. And of course, he's referencing Ripple, and this is a fake Ripple Insights piece. Ripple Insights is the official blog series of Ripple, but this is a fake one, which is very obvious if you know anything about Ripple and XRP. And it reads as follows. Ripple has a different approach on the sustainability and incentive model for a digital asset or currency class. A hybrid inflationary system based on demand allows planned issuances of the XRP currency combined with incentive plans. Ecosystem users are awarded dividends based on their XRP balances, increasing liquidity while also enabling support and rewards for deposits and long-term investments. That's a bunch of gobbledygook nonsense. You don't get dividends for holding XRP. That is not how the XRP blockchain works, my friends. Of course not. And as far as what the scam is, I don't know the specifics of this one, but typically what happens is that they try and trick you into thinking that you're going to get free XRP, some amount for whatever reason, and in order to get that, you have to send X amount, and they'll send X amount that back to you, crap like that. And it's just, they're outright scams. And so this is the type of thing that is being highlighted here. So Warren Davidson went ahead and deleted that. And then he attempted to do some damage control, and this is where like the real train wreck happened, really, arguably. There was this, and I took a screen grab of this one. He tweeted out, after deleting those first 2 tweets, he wrote the following. Deleted tweet referencing the distribution of plus 5 billion XRP by the central authority controlling supply, pending authentication. So there, he's still citing that there is a central authority with XRP, even in the 3rd tweet, and he's waiting because pending authentication. Warren, again, nothing personal whatsoever. What are you talking about? You have the Googles. Just type in those keywords. And what pops up? Ripple with a little accent over the E. Okay? It's very clearly a scam. You don't need to wait any further. I don't understand. Everybody knows how to use Google in 2022. What was the purpose of that tweet? So I'm questioning that. And then I responded. After he tweeted that, I responded to that tweet and wrote, and this is just me. I'm just trying to share information. So like I have no, especially back then, like, I was just like, I had no venom towards it. I was like, okay, well, he's saying some stuff that's not correct, but I like to give people, if you know me, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I want to know the full story before I have like a firm opinion on anything. And so Warren Davidson, after tweeting that out, I responded to him and wrote, there's no central authority to the XRP ledger. This link shows all 100 plus validator nodes. Ripple has only 4 validator nodes. They have no special permissions over the XRP ledger. Also note that concentration of a cryptocurrency is different than centralization. Now, that's a key concept that I think a lot of people don't know, even people that have strong interest in crypto as he does. A lot of people don't understand that, unless you're talking about a proof of stake model, the amount of the cryptocurrency in question that you hold doesn't give you special power and has nothing to do with centralization. It's like if one entity held half of the supply of Bitcoin, that doesn't mean that Bitcoin is more centralized. It wouldn't mean that Bitcoin's more centralized. I mean, there's a really, really big whale, just like there is within the XRP ecosystem with Ripple, and you either like that or you don't. You know my stance on that. But again, even if somebody held half the supply of Bitcoin, that doesn't change the decentralization of the network itself and who controls it. It just purely outright does not. And that's provably true, by the way. And then somebody within the community named Alex wrote to me and said, how does the escrow work? I feel like that certainly has the potential to centralize this currency. Now, at this point, I thought, okay, Alex asking a legitimate question. This is fair. I just like to share knowledge. So I'm like, we can use this as like a learning opportunity for anybody that's actually curious. Alex asked a perfectly reasonable question. How does the escrow work? And then expressed a concern, feeling that it certainly has the potential to centralize this currency. So I actually wrote up a response. And when I went to hit submit, you know what I saw? What's in the red box at the bottom? Who can reply? People that Warren Davidson follows or mention can reply. Folks, he shut down the conversation. So it was after I posted this first comment, he shut down conversation to anybody that's reading the thread. He didn't want to hear anything from anyone. That's not a good look. And it was extra annoying for me because I had just written a thoughtful response to Alex here, and I'm just trying to share information about XRP and the XRP ledger, and I can't share that now. So I'm like, okay, just start to grind my gears a little bit. You know, nothing personal. Why would you do that, Warren Davidson? I can understand deleting the first two because that was false information. I get it. You're just trying to be responsible. I can respect that. You got bamboozled. Fine. It happens to all of us, right? But this one, why would you delete this one? I guess you didn't like the comments and the feedback, and I'm just speculating here. And then you just decided to shut it all down. Well, that's not a good look, and that's not going to make anything better, honestly. That's just my humble opinion. So at that point, I took a screen grab of that and retweeted this. Retweeted his tweet, which he ultimately deleted, by the way. That what I responded to up there, that was the third tweet. He then deleted it after I took the screen grab and shared it, and I tagged him. I wrote, "Hey Warren Davidson, I noticed that you shut down open communication on your XRP tweet. What is the rationale for this? I was able to write a helpful response to you before you turned off people's ability to comment on your post." And then I continued. I wrote, "I was actually writing a response to Alex and realized what happened when I could no longer post. Alex, here's my answer regarding your question about escrow and concern about XRP centralization." And I tagged Alex that he could see my response in my thread. And I wrote, "XRP ledger is not proof of stake, so holding a large quantity of XRP does not give anyone special permissions over the blockchain. Here's a link explaining Ripple's escrowed XRP." So I'm just trying to help spread information. I think Alex had a perfectly reasonable concern and a reasonable question, so I'm sharing it. I just wish they hadn't been shut down in the congressman's thread. He just deleted it, and that's a shame. And so then I wrote, "I'm just trying to share information, Warren, and I don't think that silencing the public is going to do anyone any good." So questions here. Why is he shutting down the communication? Why was he so eager to share this false information, making a claim about a central authority with Ripple and XRP after meeting with attorney John Deaton within the last few weeks before that? Why was he so eager to jump the gun there? Now that's a reasonable question.
So enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Leave any comments or questions below, and be sure to subscribe. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and I always have your back. So thanks so much, everybody.